So we are here, Greatness Magazine, interviewing Mr. Walter Maxfield Jones, who is the creator and host of Warm Wednesdays. Say hi to everybody, Walt.
Hi, everybody, Walt.
You did not have to repeat everything I said. Anyways, we just have a few questions for you. Warm Wednesdays is the longest running weekly open mic in Baltimore, and I'm just curious, what inspired you to start doing Warm Wednesdays over 10 years ago?
Wow. Well, yeah, about 13 years ago, actually. Well, I'm a songwriter. I've been writing songs my whole life, and I started writing for several artists, and a lot of them thought that they were hot. And when you hear if you hear them sing somebody else's song, they were great, but when they sang their own music, they sucked. And I really wanted to know if I was the only person feeling myself. Make a long story short, started an open mic. I went to a poetry venue, and I was like, I can start this. I'm more popular than the guy that's doing the venue. So I went to a poetry venue, and I was like, I want to do something different. I want to do an open mic that's going to incorporate some comedy, just as far as the host, not necessarily a comedian, but just have a host that was funny. It didn't have to be always deep. It didn't have to be depressing, And then for real, because it's really about keeping the energy at a certain level.
Right.
And I don't know how many hosts were doing that at the time. Everybody's more like stand-up. Started Warm Wednesdays just to test out my songwriting ability on people. But when you say open mic, mostly poets showed up, and so it ended up being me and like 5 other poets in a cipher, and it grew from 5 to, at one point, it grew from 5 to 400.
Wow. Warm Wednesdays is one of the first venues in Baltimore to start having features.
Yes.
What made you start moving in that direction?
Appreciation for the art. You pay anybody else to perform. Why wouldn't you pay a poet? They're talented, is just as talented. They're working just as hard. They need the money. I was making money hand over fist when I had 400 people coming. So,
Word.
And the reason for my success was the level of talent that was showing up to the venue. It was a symbiotic relationship. People were showing up to see the talent.
Word.
And I was bringing in the talent so people would show up. And the people that I had showing up, people that never graced poetry venues before, I was promoting. I'm not going to give away my secrets. I understood for a long time that you help people that help you, man, and it became more of a service for me. I wanted the world to see the talent that these people, that the poets had. And so I worked hard to bring people in the door, and they worked hard to give them a good show.
Dope. So Warm Wednesdays is really unique to me because you actually have your own day / holiday, if you will, that's recognized. Recognized by the state of Maryland, which is pretty baller. How in the world did you manage to do that? How did that happen?
We have our own day, Warm Wednesdays Day, August 25th. I can't give myself a lot of the credit on that one. We were recognized because of the venue. We gave people a venue to release their frustrations. We gave people a venue to do something other than club, other than rap. At the time, every hip hop spot in Baltimore always got shot up. So it was even a venue for rappers to come and hip hop artists to come and really express themselves in a more positive atmosphere. It went about when Bassman, who was my co-host at the time, I think he was my co-host for about 8 years, first 8 years. He decided to retire and move on and pursue other things. I think he knew somebody in the mayor's office or whatever. So upon his retirement, as a gift, they said, "All right, we're going to give Warm Wednesday their own day in Baltimore because of." What we've been to the community.
Like I know there are pictures of Raheem Devon being on the open mic before he blew up, and like people like Talam and Lamar come through on the regular, and then you have your everyday, artists that just want to express themselves. Right. What is it that you think keeps people coming back to Warm Wednesdays? What is it?
People do business with people that they like, and I really think it's that the atmosphere that we provide. One is the talent. Like I said, I don't take credit for a lot of things. The talent that comes here, you have Talam, Lamar, Archie, Rebecca, Sabrina Gilbert, Anthony Burrow. You know, you have people coming from all over the world. But we've had Raheem Devon, Music Soul Child, Heather Headley, Vivian Green, Belial. So as far on the neo soul side of things as well, we've broken a lot of artists. Craig David, I remember he came from London or something like that. So we've broken a lot of artists as well. But what keeps coming is that, you know, we really try to take a genuine interest in everybody that enters the door. You know, I really try to greet everyone, you know, with a smile and ask them how their day is going and make sure that they're having a good time when they're here. And if they're not, if there's something I can do, whether it's, you know, buying a drink or sit next to them and talk to them about something that has nothing to do with whatever's going on. It could be something that's going on in their life.
Word.
Whatever causes they may be advocating for, if we can help them. Every major poet that has come to Warm Wednesdays has pretty much started their own venue at some point, and we've advertised for them. We never asked for anything in return. You know, it's like, I'll add you to my email list. I'll add your flyers to our email list. We'll make it happen. Because I don't believe you can be successful without helping people. So I think that there's a loyalty in the audience. They come here like it's church, man. It's like every Wednesday, this is where they come to vent and experience something, see other people relate to the same things that they're going through. So I think it's that loyalty that has given us that.
What advice would you give to somebody who's interested in starting their own open mic?
Come to Warm Wednesdays and find out how it's done.
Yes, we're very humble.
I had to get the swag real quick. Put the swag on it. Now, you know what? I would say this. When I first started Warm Wednesdays, nobody told me I could do it. They said nobody would pay to see poetry. I don't think anybody was charging for poetry at the time. Most open mic poetry spots, any spoken word spot that I know was free when I started Warm Wednesdays. So if you have a vision and you decide to do it and you commit to it, you know, it's really about how passionate you are about making it happen. I started my first day at Warm Wednesdays, 5 people showed up. And I had to buy them drinks just to keep them there.
Wow.
And that happened, man, maybe for like 4 months. It was no more than 20, 30 people. And then one day, it was like different 20 or 30 people every week. And then one day, I remember like it was yesterday, it was the day before Thanksgiving. I guess people came back in from out of town. People didn't have to go to work the next day. And all the 20 people that showed up every week all decided to show up on the same day. Like 300 people showed up. And I was like, yeah, it's like this every night. I told y'all, well, Wednesdays is off the chain. And after that, it was off the chain. It never died after that.
That's dope.
But there will be tough times. There'll be times when the audience gets thin. There'll be times where the poets are weak. You know. But you know, if you love to do it, you know, don't stop.
Word. So last question, where do you see Warm Wednesdays in 5 years from now?
Man, I hope one of these young boys take it over, tell you the truth.
Word. Word.
I'm hoping somebody takes it. I really want somebody that's committed to it and that will love it as much as I do to take it over.
Cool.
Or, you know, I would like to see it syndicated. I would like to see it televised.
Nice.
On national television.
Thank you so much, Walter. Say bye.
Bye-bye.